Thanks for joining us for WMAR 2 News at 6. I'm Kelly Swoop. You know, it's always a hot topic, and the city's top prosecutor wants to hear what you have to say about it. WMAR 2 News' Elizabeth Worthington joins us now for a look ahead to a town hall meeting that is focused on a type of crime that seems to be a very persistent problem. Elizabeth?
Yeah, Kelly, so State's Attorney Ivan Bates has hosted one of these community conversations before, focused on violent crime overall. He says numbers are trending in the right direction when it comes to violent crime in the city now, but another topic is getting a lot of attention recently.
But what we really want to focus on is what everybody talks about, juvenile crime.
Whether it's for a car break-in or a violent assault, when young offenders are arrested, then sent home to their parents, people get fired up. Baltimore City State's Attorney Ivan Bates wants to join the conversation, and he wants to talk solutions.
I felt like they were getting a little bit better. Now, unfortunately, I think they're getting a little worse. But it's not really what we feel here. What does the community feel? It's really what their perception is the reality.
He's hosting a town hall tonight on the issue. A recent example that might come up, a 16 and 17-year-old assaulted and robbed two women, ages 82 and 64, in a North Baltimore community garden. Baltimore police arrested them, brought them to the Juvenile Justice Center, and requested they be held. But staff at the Department of Juvenile Services decided to instead release them to their guardians.
I'm not DJS. I don't know why they make the recommendations. I know they have a machine that kind of a scale that kind of tells you what you should try to do or what you should potentially do. But you know, I don't do that. We unfortunately are just left with the aftermath, and we have to pick up the pieces.
A new law went into effect in November that was supposed to tighten up some of the processes for holding young people accountable. For example, if police request a juvenile be detained and staff at DJS intake don't honor that request, DJS now has 2 business days to decide whether to pursue judicial action.
They should be coming back to see a judge and have the judge do the bail review. However, I don't really know if that's really working that way. That's something I would need to go ahead and look at a little bit more in depth.
Bates says he'd like to see a full year's worth of data before he makes an assessment on whether the changes to the law are really making a difference.
Our goal is to have the guardrails so that the young people don't mess up and drive off the cliff. And so that's important. But we're also here to be the advocates and the voices of the victims because no one else is. That is our job. That is our role. So we have to balance both of them.